Hello folks and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's try Anomaly Defenders. It's by 11-Bit Studios. You can pick it up on Steam or Games Republic for $9.99. It's available on Windows, Linux, and Mac. It does support Steam achievements, Steam leaderboards, cloud saving on Steam, and Steam trading cards. Let's go ahead and get started. Employees come back. Now that you've shown humans, oh, blah, blah, blah. It says that every time now. Now, I can't go past level 7. Looks like there's 24 stages. I think that's just because I have a press build. They were generous enough to give me, and I sat on for like a month and a half because I'm the worst Let's Player in the world. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and do this, the last stage here. Now, this is a tower defense. It does have a progression story, as you might imagine. There's also a tech tree, which we'll come back to that in a minute. I want to show you the main gameplay first. Now, there's easy, normal, and hard. I'm actually going to try hard. This is probably not going to go well. Even though I found the game pretty easy on normal, I am not good at tower defense at all. This is a tower defense game, if you haven't already figured that out from the title. So here's our main map here. We are going to first look around. Now, there's these sections here where you can actually lay a harvester, which gets you gems. We're going to call them gems. It's Corsarium. But I like gems better because it's easier for my pea brain to remember and to properly pronounce. Now, there's two entries on this stage, over here and up here. Sorry, you can use the mouse to do that as well. I keep forgetting that. So you can move, right-click, move the mouse, quickly move around the map. This is where enemies will come in. The orange line indicates the roads that they will take. This is the area that you're defending. I'll go ahead and start building stuff since we can just wait while the enemies come in. Now, I'm going to build like I did before, and because that worked out pretty well for me. So I'm going to build one right here because these items can block enemies from attacking. So I'm going to build enforcers. They are laser guns basically, and they do a lot of damage over time. So we're going to start that. The game is paused, and I'm out of gems now. We're going to hit
attackers approaching.
They keep on coming. Yes, we know that. We can pause. But anyway, yeah, so interesting game. Again, it takes a little while to build your things. Now, in this tower defense, this is a bit different than other tower defense games because your towers actually can be attacked and damaged. A lot of older ones that I've played, again, I'm not big into tower defense, mostly because I'm not very good at them. But a lot of them, your towers just couldn't be attacked. This one, you actually do have to weigh in how easy it is to kill your towers. And there's special abilities like heal and shield that you can use. But as you can see, by default, enemies move pretty slow. There's two speeds. There's one, the normal speed, and then there is the faster speed. There's only the two speeds here. And as you can see, it's pretty fast on this speed. Now you can also see that this is taking damage. Let's go ahead and repair that. I waited almost a little too long. All right, let's go ahead and slow it down so I can kind of talk. Now, when enemies die, they drop these little energy things. To me, they look like AOL symbols, especially when you pick them up. That immediately makes me think of AOL symbols. So what do you use this energy for? Well, when I click on these things, I can upgrade them, which I'm actually going to do. I can spend gems to upgrade. But I can also use AOL symbols / energy to do things like rage, repair, etc. You pick which abilities your towers have before you join this in your tech tree. We will definitely go over the tech tree at some point. Now, personally, at least in this game, I focus a lot on getting towers upgraded first as opposed to getting a lot of towers at once. Because I find that upgraded towers are worth more than just more towers, if that makes sense. So make sure to pick up the AOL symbols.
Warning. Attackers approaching.
And we're going to get these upgraded. 250. This will be the last level that I have unlocked. I'm going to wait. Now these things are fully upgraded. I don't have any more upgrades. You can also sell them to get your gems back. Now, let's see. I already can tell it's harder because they're attacking in more waves. This might not end up well. I'm going to put this over here.
Warning. Human forces approaching.
Luckily, I'm getting some very lucky crits on some of the enemies here, so that's working out pretty well. And I'm slowing down during this because in case I need to heal up my turrets, they don't get blowed up real good. So go ahead and get this upgraded. Now, here's one weakness so far that I found. I'm about a third into the game. If I think I said 24 stages total. So I'm about a third into the game. These towers, these enforcer towers, I believe I said they were called. These things are pretty much all I ever build. Because they just tear shit up. They very, very good. Let's go ahead and get this upgraded. Like I said, I like to prefer to upgrade. Now, my energy's also full right now, so I don't want to pick up any more AOL symbols, aka energy symbols. Those do not last forever. So you do want to, you can kind of like strategize how you want to pick them up. So for example, what I'll do is if I'm at full energy, then I will use some heals or other special abilities and then pick the energies up before they disappear. Now I'm going to build one of the AE type thing. Let's see, this is the Behemoth. Put him in the middle. That actually probably wasn't a great spot to put him in. But we got full energy, so let's go ahead and use Rage. This makes them do more damage for a short amount of time. I want to wait till more enemies get in range. Now again, keep in mind, you can't shoot past this wall, but then again, neither can they. Let's go ahead and pick up more AOL symbols. I totally was going to use, oh god, heat repair quickly. Damn. Yeah, harder difficulty, they definitely take more damage quickly. Don't die. I need you to not die. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that, even though I probably should not. Let's see. Oh, God. Getting very much tore up here. Now, you can pause if you need to. I'm going to rage. I'm going to go ahead and rage these guys so they do a lot more damage very quickly. Now, this is the first time I've actually had my turret damaged at all. So that gives you an idea of how easy the medium difficulty is. Let's go ahead and repair that. Let's go ahead and make some more turrets, too. Which one is this? Let's go ahead and make... You can see the range of the turret with that gray outline. Let's make some more enforcers, because I really like enforcers. We're going to repair that. Again, you can kind of use the wall to your advantage. Now, as far as the enemies... There hasn't been a big variety in enemies. I think there's only been 3 different types of enemies. Oh, wow. I just noticed it. That got blowed up. Need to pay more attention so I can prepare. Alright, we need to get you upgraded quickly. Gonna upgrade you again. And we're going to actually rage this turret. We're going to blow these things up very quickly. I'm pretty generous with my energy use overall. However... You get a bonus score if you have extra rage when the game is over or when the map ends. It's a very interesting scoring method because it rates you not based on how much energy you spent overall, but instead it rates you on how much you have left over, which I find to be a very odd way of doing it because during the mission you just kind of use it freely. I mean, obviously you try to be a little bit more, conservative with it. Let's go ahead and get these upgraded.
Warning. Massive attack is approaching.
And we might actually fail this, by the way, because like I said, I'm not very good at these tower defense, and this is on difficult, for the hardest difficulty. So let's go ahead and we'll upgrade this and this. And this is actually depleted, this mineral thing. Now, one interesting aspect to the strategy is that these miners, sometimes there's multiple paths to get to the center. Enemies will try to get to this first. So let's say there was a split in the road here, like one went straight this way and then this one went this way. They would try to go this way first because you had the miner. If they didn't, they'd go straight for the heart. So we're going to actually rage. You're going to also repair.
Attackers approaching. Because
you are taking a lot of damage. I really like the rage ability. Oh god, we're low on energy. Pick up that energy. I don't know if having to pick the energy up really adds a whole lot. I guess it gives you more to do. But as you can see on these harder difficulties, there's already a pretty decent amount to do even at slower speeds. So I don't know how necessary that is. Some people might not like it. Some people might not like the extra clicking. I know some people are not really crazy about that. Now some of these enemies like this, the Panzer Cannon, and you can see the enemy stats at the top left, attack range when you click on it. Some of these enemies like these cannons, they do a lot of damage. However, they can't turn. They can only face their cannon straight. So one of the other reasons I put my cannons here was for my guns, my turrets here, was these cannons can't shoot them because they're just facing straight down. Let's go ahead and get these upgraded all. Are these all upgraded? And let's go ahead and... I don't think there's any reason to keep this. It's not really distracting them, so I'm just going to sell the miner. And I'm trying to, oh god, I'm trying to keep these in such a way. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh god. I was trying to keep these in such a way that they're kind of protecting each other here. Let's go ahead. We'll use a behemoth. The blaster turret, god damn it. The blaster turret I haven't found a lot of use for. But then again, I'm not that great at these games in general. I probably should have put a turret over there. But. And you can also see how many waves you have. You can see how much damage your launch pad has left. Obviously, when your launch pad is dead, then you lose the game. Or you lose the map, rather. Well, lose the game, whatever, you get what I'm saying. Alright, let's go ahead and start raging these guys. Raging does... At base, it does 2 times extra damage. And you can see the timer shows how long whatever abilities that you've used still has left to go. Oh, shoot. That's not good.
A massive attack is
that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Probably should not have bothered repairing it. Actually, that worked out. That worked out. So you can see we're running low on energy here. Which is not good. I like energy. Energy's pretty nice. I'm going to keep building this Enforcer. We really need more energy because we're taking a lot of damage. This was not a good place for this turret at all. Now, one thing that's interesting about this story-wise is that you're actually the aliens defending against the humans. Though I think you attacked them in the first place. I haven't played the other Anomaly games. I think this is linked to the other Anomaly games, I think. But yeah, we're at squad 15 of 16. We're not doing super great. Money's all right. We really need to start making more turrets, though, I think. And get these guys upgraded. And I don't like to upgrade while there's enemies right there. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain to click on enemies, or your own turrets, sometimes I find. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one.
Warning. Elite human unit spotted.
You can also see how much armor a unit has by how many, like, these gray up arrows. Basically, that reduces the amount of damage they take. I'm going to get these upgraded to increase their damage and their health. They're dying just too quickly. We're going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to bother raging anymore because we need all the energy we can for healing. You also get gems slash money slash whatever you want to call it from killing enemies, obviously. So when your mine runs out, you're just not totally screwed. There's a lot of enemies here, but we're really low. So I'm going to have to repair. Pick this energy up. So there's a pretty decent amount of things to do. Like I said, even on slow, normal, whatever the speed is, there's quite a bit to do. And as you can see on hard, I'm actually starting to take damage. On normal, I found it was actually too easy. So this is an interesting step up, I think. It doesn't feel like it's way too much harder. Oh, we not be able to heal that turret, unfortunately. They don't have enough energy. We'll just make a new one here in a minute. Build this one, repair this guy. So yeah, it's definitely more hectic on hard. Sorry that my commentary is not 100% perfect here. I'm trying to focus and kill these nasty humans invading our homeland. What did we do to them other than possibly invade them and kill their people? But aside from that, what did we do to them? But yeah, so far, my big complaints are that, that my turrets are dying. That's my #1 complaint, actually. But other than that, my main complaints is, one, I think it takes too long to get new turrets. One of the cool things about turret defense games, at least to me, somebody who's not really that into them, let's go ahead and rage. I'm going to do extra damage.
Launchpad heavily damaged.
Well, if we can actually kill him. I don't know if he's just going to stand over there. Oh, the turret actually, or the launch pad does defend itself. But we lost half the energy just from that one last dude. So, but yeah, it takes too long to get new turrets. And one of the things I like about the tower defense games is getting all the different kinds of turrets, the variety, and then trying to figure out how they work. So far, I'm on mission 7, and I only just now unlocked the 3rd turrets. So it feels like the turrets are not, doesn't feel like either there's not enough or they're not giving them to you quickly enough. And like I say, I end up using that one turret pretty much most of the time. Now that might be different later on, but the first 7 missions, once I got that laser turret, I used that exclusively. I didn't care about those other turrets. But then again, that was on normal difficulty. So here you can see our score, and I'll show you why the score matters in just a minute. It shows our launch pad condition. We took a lot of damage, 44%. This is the total amount of money you earned, which again is an interesting decision. Because I think games like, and I just forgot the name of it, one of those other turret defense games, and I think several others grade you based on how much money you have left when the mission is over. In other words, you're rewarded for spending less money. In this game, you're rewarded just by getting it, which is kind of odd because as far as I can tell, you're always going to get the same amount of money, at least from killing enemies. Now, mining, you can upgrade better miners that extract extra ore, but usually money isn't a problem anyway, at least again on normal difficulties. As you saw in hard difficulty, it was sort of kind of a problem. I could have made more turrets, but it wasn't a big deal regardless. Anyway, again, here you can see it gives us a grade based on our energy left. Again, I find that very odd because early on it feels like you can, at least up to about the halfway point, you can use energy relatively willy-nilly. But then after that, it's like, okay, now I need to conserve my energy so I can get a better score. Why does score matter, you say? Well, this is why. Because the higher your score, the more potential TP gain, or I think it's technology points. And you can get more technology points. The max number of tech points you can get is based on how difficult the map is. Now, the max I could have gotten here would have been 8 because it's hard. Medium was 6 or 5, something like that, and then easy was less than that. So you're rewarded with more tech points, which carry over from mission to mission by doing the harder maps. You can also go back and do those maps if you like. You also got a record. Technology unlocked Behemoth construction. I've already done that. So let's go back. Let's look at the technology that you can unlock. And yes, once you unlock things, you can go back and beat up on the lower levels with better stuff. So if you have trouble on, like, say, level 2 hard, you just couldn't beat it, maybe progress a little further, get more tech points, because again, they stay with you, and to go back and then blast them with like the really advanced turrets. So let's look at the tech tree here real quick. This is overall is the tech tree. You have 3 main lines. You have like repair. Basically, these are the abilities, the functions of the turrets. And then these are the actual towers, and these are just general perks. Now, one thing I really like is that you're not committed to any of this. If you try this strategy, it's like, I want to get Enforcer, I want to make my Enforcer level 3, and I want to unlock this. If later on you decide, you know what, that's not really working for me, I'm going to, yes, I'm going to sell. I don't know why I asked, because you can just get them right back. You can go ahead and sell all that and get your points back. Yes. And you can see at the top your total tech points. And then try a totally different build. There's no penalty for doing that. You can just sell it and put it right back in if you want. And figure out how you want to build. Try different builds. See what works for you. Maybe there's a particular build that works better for a different map. I really like that. I really think that's a really cool ability to switch back and forth at will. And like I say, either find a build that you just really like with experimentation, or find ones that work for certain maps better for you. So just a quick overview of the type of abilities you get. You can repair, you can do shields on your turrets, you can increase their range for a short time, you can increase their damage for a short time, which is what I was doing. Imp Pulse, Explode, makes the turrets blow up, which seems like that could be an interesting build, because I can see some interesting synergy going on. So for example, it causes the tower to explode, and there's other abilities that say make buildings cost less money. So you could let enemies damage your turrets really low, and instead of healing them, you blow it up and then just build a new one. So again, things of interesting synergy could be going on there and could influence your build, which I think is neat. But then of course your abilities themselves have multiple levels. So for example, Rage level 1, duration 8 seconds, increases your damage by 2. Next level is still duration 8, damage multiplier by 3. And then the last level, duration 8 seconds, still damage multiplier by 3. So all of those upgrade as well. Harvesters, you can upgrade the harvesters. There's other things that you can build. There's different kinds of towers, which again, there's only what? We have the base tower, the blaster, the Enforcer tower, and the Behemoth tower. Not many towers. There's only the 3, I think. Let's see, is this Predator? This is a Predator tower, so I take that back. Okay, so wait, 5 towers. Nope, okay, there's more than that. Forget it. Forget my counting. There's obviously quite a few towers here. My problem is they don't unlock fast enough. It feels like it takes too long to get to them, because like this one, you can't even unlock this until mission 19. And this one's mission 17, this one's mission 11, mission 15. I'd rather have been able to say, I want to be able to buy these early on. Let me buy them early on. It feels like I'm way too restricted in my towers, given I've played for about hour and a half, 2 hours. That's my number one complaint, I think, is it just doesn't feel like, at least early on, there's enough tower variation 99% of the time, I'm using this Enforcer because I only had the 2, and the Enforcer, in my opinion, is far better than the Blaster. And even the Behemoth was okay, but eh. Anyway, so yeah, up here real quick, we have things like selling. You can sell your buildings for more. So if you want to go with a strategy of building towers temporarily and then selling them, then this could be a strategy to go with. This one, you actually get 100% of your money back. So if you don't want to repair towers, you just destroy them and rebuild them. Again, interesting possibilities as far as strategy goes. You can increase their armor, chance to crit and damage when they crit, energy management, how much, or lower the prices of the buildings themselves, etc. So yeah, interesting skill tree. And like I say, I really like that you can actually just change it out as you wish. Now, I think this is going to annoy the OCD people out there, where I've completed this on normal hard, but easy doesn't mark as being finished. Now, you do get any technology points, so you don't have to go do easy just to get tech points. You automatically will get them if you do the higher difficulties. But I think that's going to drive some people nuts. It doesn't say completed. I have to go and do the completed for no reason other than the market. But sorry, I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, just probably going to drive some folks pretty nutty. But yeah, the upgrade system definitely adds an interesting spin to it. I enjoyed this a lot. I mean, not a lot. I enjoyed this. It was fun. I definitely enjoyed my time playing it. I do feel it was a little too easy on normal, and I feel there's definitely not enough variety in the towers. That is sure, at least in my opinion there. So, and obviously it's my opinion. What am I talking about? So, let's look at the settings. We have music, volume, sound effects volume, voice volume. Again, I say this every time, but thank you, developers who make this separate. I hate when there's one one volume slider, or it mixes it all together. You know, it mixes like sound effects with volume. I love having volume separate than sound effects and music. That's a big one for me. Resolutions, you get the general resolutions. Graphics quality is just an overall high, low, medium type thing. Full screen, and you can choose your language. Cool. It's glad it's there. Oh god, let's not switch away from English. Let's just cancel out of that. But yeah, that is Anomaly Defenders. Again, you can pick it up on Steam or Games Republic for $9.99. I will put links below. Full disclosure, the link to Games Republic, wow, Games Disclosure, will be a credit link, so that if you buy it through Games Republic, I will get like some small fee or bonus if you buy it through there. Buy it from whichever one is easier for you. I'm not going to tell you to buy it on one or the other. Frankly, I like to buy all my Steam games on Steam or GOG, so I have no problem if you do the same. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of Anomaly Defenders. If you'd like to see more indie games like this, or just other games you might not have heard of, make sure to subscribe and check out the Let's Try series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Step back though. We are getting this worked up about a mobile game. I mean,
I do hate you though. I want to be 100% clear with a moment of seriousness. I hate your guts.